back, man.
So the theme of this panel is making great American games, right? So
Great again.
Great again. Great again.
American games, making American games great again.
I feel like we should make a hat. So
They didn't want us to use that.
the style of game has changed, right? Like, one thing I admire about Defender versus video games that are being created today is there were a lot more limitations, right? There's still an unknown factor, but also there was a limitation. It was almost like a finite amount of code or size that you could actually use to create a game that people would enjoy. So how is the process, and this is for both of you, the process of creating a video game and a pinball machine, that making it great, how has that changed from, say, 20 years ago to today?
Quickly. Harry Williams used to say that he could come up with a concept. He was an engineer. He could draw the play field. He could do the wiring himself. He could draw the circuits himself. He could actually do the wiring and make the game itself, the white wood, because there wasn't that much on it. He could do the whole thing from beginning to end, except for the artwork in the back glass. That's changed.
Yeah, that is a big deal. The team size is a huge thing. Defender was, basically 2 people. We worked for about 9 months. Designing the game, and the code was, I think around 12 kilobytes, which I think the cursor on your Windows thing is bigger than that. So, but that was about 6,000 lines of assembly code, and it was a big technical thing just to get anything happening, and very low pixel throughput. And that's why I loved, a lot of the games were space, because black is free, baby. It's like, so it was, all you had to do was draw the non-black pixels, So that was cool. But it's funny. It's like that was a big limitation, but it also made the characters really pop, because like the background is black, so everything pops and is very visible. Very, you know exactly who they are, who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, what's going to kill you. So it's a very, it was great for playability. Very, kind of simplistic, but great for playability. The sound, actually, the soundboard only could make one sound at a time. If you believe it, like Defender or Robotron, that is a monophonic sound system, only makes one sound at a time.
We had chimes.
Right, yeah, chimes, And actually the...
3 coils.
But the chimes guys, they would say, there was a lot of these old chimes guys, they go, there's electronic sounds, it's gurgles and burps.
Oh,
it's gurgles and burps, that's all it is.
Yeah, people still complain about the knocker. We don't have a real knocker anymore.
I know, no, but you can't, you really can't make that sound in a computer. I tried.
Oh, it's good.
It's very good. No, you need to get that instantaneous.
You know what the knocker was really for?
Yeah.
Those of you who ever operated games, it was a spare coil for Saturday night. If the game went down, there was a coil there that the operator could use, and he'd disable the knocker.
Oh, wow. So what about creating? No, I didn't know that. Creating games today. We still have a silver ball. We still have the playing field.
Okay, but go back to the video games and the Defender and what have you. These games, they were hard to make because they were designed because they were limited, but either they really were really good or they weren't. The ones that are really good, they were really good basic gameplay. And if you look today, back again to barcades, so we can talk about beer some more. The barcades are full of pinball machines. They're ball and bat game, good basic play, and video games from the '80s. A lot of his that were really good basic play, and that's these young people are discovering those games today.